Hello everybody, Wild-Billiam here with you for the Swamp Picker Swamp 100 giveaway video. Congratulations, Swamp Picker. Amazing accomplishment, getting to 100. I just got there recently myself over the winter time. So actually, you know, Swamp did something a little different. He's going to say, you know, to either provide a picture or a video of your fur baby, and I will talk about mine and hopefully throw some pictures up as I talk about them here once I get the video edited. I have 2 dogs and 4 cats. So we moved into this house about 8 years ago, and we came in with a different cat that I won't talk about much here. Her name was Chi-Chi. I may throw a video in really quickly of her as we take a break for a second. And how crazy she was. Okay, Chi-Chi left us. We've had some other pets between them, but one of the first things we did when we got a house with a yard was adopted a dog. Her name was Zion, or is Zion. She's a Heinz 57 mutt dog. Great personality. I may have a video of her as a puppy eating hot pork rinds, because she still loves them, but how she reacts to them. The next thing we did was we adopted another dog because we thought she needed some company. Her name is Bree. I don't have any really videos of her to share, but she's a hound mix of some kind. She's black and white. And then since then we wound up with 4 cats. So the first 3 we adopted, we were going to adopt 2 kittens, Oliver and Poppy, who are from the same litter. They're both kind of gray and white colored cats. And then we ended up adopting their mother, Tiny, who I will laugh and say is, after she had weaned her kittens, is no longer Tiny anymore. She was when we first got her. I call her Thunder Kitty because she comes down the steps, it sounds more like rumbling than it does running like a cat. And then last year about this time, some neighbors next door moved out and left their cat behind. She's a big black cat. We thought she was a neighbor's cat, so we started calling her by the neighbor's cat's name, Harlow, and it kind of stuck. I don't believe that is really the neighbor's cat, because I'll be honest with you, we've still got her here almost a year later. She's now in the house. They get along a little better. She is a big cat. I'll show a picture of her. Not fat at all, strong as she can be. So, you know, there are my fur babies. And the next piece is to show your favorite lock. And of course you need to like and subscribe his video, which I'll link in the comments. There's nothing left to be said about that. But my favorite lock is my first orange belt lock that I still have. It's the Avis Silver Rock. It's a beefy lock. He didn't say we had to pick it, but, you know, I mean, what kind of lock picking related video be without picking a lock? So let's see if I can actually get this picked. I haven't done it in a while. Haven't picked this lock in a while. It does have some spools in it. Kind of like a little barrel. See if we can get it here. tolerances, of course, are not great at being an orange belt lock. So honestly, I find some of the higher belt locks can be easier to pick once you get used to more tolerances being tighter. As you can tell, I haven't picked this one in a while. And I've actually had to put springs in this lock because it has a funny distinction of being a kind of guttable lock, but is odd in that the Bible is detached from the core. If you can see that, the core, there's another piece that's moving around quite a bit above it, and that's so for fun. Early on, I decided to gut this lock and proceeded to lose springs out of it and couldn't get it back together. So it, oddly enough, has some donor springs in it now. It's got one Schlage collapsible F-series knob spring, which is more like the original, but the first one I replaced in it was a spring from a Yale mortise cylinder that I bought a bunch of, zero bitted. It's all fun and games, folks, until you look like a fool picking an orange belt lock and can't get it open. There we go. I don't know if you can see that well. Let me grab a flashlight here. There's a little pin down in here. You can kind of see there. That lets the core come out. Everything goes flying. So be careful if you decide to get one of these. It's a fun lock. He announced his prizes, a bare bones Ashes to Ashes set, which is pretty cool. That was designed in collaboration with Rune Smith. A pin that his wife made, Mama Swamp. She used to turn pins, which I think is another pretty cool thing. And then the Book of Secrets from our friends at Lockjaw Manufacturing, who do all the fun challenges, and whose pinning mat, the Belmont, is sitting right here. And so that's a fun giveaway. Folks, get out there and do some of these challenges. I mean, if you're scared to do one with picking a log, I can understand that. Early on, I was a little scared to do those too, but these that don't actually require picking, get out there and do it. It provides some engagement in our community, and it's a good way to give back. If you're not a person that publishes a lot of videos, you know, get out there and do a little video. It's fun. So I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. This is one of the series of videos that I'll hopefully get filmed today. And have a great weekend and enjoy your holidays. It's Easter coming up for those of us that are Christian. Those of us that aren't, have folks that are going through the Passover time in the Jewish faith, and just, you know, have fun with your family. Enjoy the weather here in the U.S. It's finally starting to warm up here in the central to northern part of the country. Have a great weekend.